Hi, good afternoon. I'm Tiffany Butler and I'm the Curriculum Lead for Health and Social Care here at Hugh Baird College.
Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Hayley Wilson and I am Faculty Lead of Health and Education at Hugh Baird University Centre, and I'm also the course leader for the Foundation degree in Health and Social Care and Mental Health and Wellbeing.
Reach your goals by doing something you love.
Service. Up your game and prove the doubters wrong.
Believe in yourself and achieve your potential.
The career you want is waiting for you.
The opportunities are here.
The expertise are here.
The support is here.
The inspiration is here.
Exits are located at the rear of the cabin and at the front of the cabin.
Grow,
Thrive.
innovate, succeed.
Wherever you want your story to take you.
It starts at Hugh Baird College.
Hi, so I'm here to tell you about some of the courses that we offer that you can enter from level 3 right the way up to level 1 right the way up to level 3 even. So they depend on your GCSE results and what you come out with in September. So if your GCSE results are maybe lower than you expected or lower than a grade 3, then level 1 might be the right entry point for you. So this is a 1-year course. You cover some elements of health and social care, and you'll cover some elements generically of improving your employability skills and getting you ready to move into employment. If you've come up with GCSEs at around a grade 3, you're looking at including English and maths, then level 2 might be an option for you. This is a full year course, so it will run from September till June. You'll do 7 units over that course, so you'll do a good range of different units that will include things like communication, safeguarding, equality and diversity. So all those core subjects that'll have you ready to go and work in the sector. So alongside what you do while you're studying in college is you'll also do some work placement while you're there. So actually you get a real feel for what it's like working in the sector. You get to experience it as close as we can match it to what you would actually like to do for your chosen career. For level 3 learners, if you've completed and you've got your GCSEs at a grade 4 or above, then the level 3 programme might be what's best suited to you. Now, we have 3 different strands to this pathway. So we have our health and social care cadets. So you might want to do something community-based, work in the care sector, it might be support work, and that might be your chosen pathway. Or you might opt for our more specialist pathways, which cover mental health nursing or our nurse cadets at Aintree Hospital. It doesn't matter what pathway you choose, that just gives you a different option for placements. The academic level 3 qualification stays exactly the same across all levels. So in year 1 for your level 3, you'll do 9 units across the year. So again, looking at things like communication, safeguarding, infection control, sociology, psychological perspective. So you do a good range of subjects that give you a really good foundation. For that, you will then do 2 days placement a week. Again, if you are an Aintree nurse cadet, your placement would be in Aintree Hospital. If you're a mental health cadet, then your placement would be with Merseycare in the community. If you're a health and social care cadet, it could be in any of those places or community-based as well, as closely matched, as I said, to what you would really like to do for your chosen career. Those placement days will mount up over the year, and you will do a unit called reflective practice that you will reflect back on those experiences that you've gained and those skills that you gained from September right the way through till June and how much you've grown in that pathway. You will do an external exam in year 1. So you only do 1 exam. It's a 20-hour exam, which sounds really, really scary, but you can take all your textbooks and everything in with you. So it's an open book exam, and we won't make you do it all in one day because that would be really mean. So we'll space it over a week. So you'll do several hours each day, and it will be on all the stuff that you've already learned. And that's usually about the end of January, beginning of February. So you've got some time to build up all those skills to do it, and then time to use that experience to help write that exam paper. That's the only exam that you do in year 1. In year 2 of your level 3, you will do another external exam in exactly the same format that you can take all your books and all your notes and everything in with you. So you've got some reference and research material there. The only other exam that you do in year 2 is anatomy and physiology. And this is a traditional exam paper. So it's a 2-hour exam where you have to memorize your answers and write them down. So that's in year 2. In year 2, again, you will do the same. You will do about on average 3 days in college, and then you will do 2 days on placement. So over the 2 years, you will have built up at least 120 days worth of placement, which means that you've got a real understanding of the job role that you want to go into. It will support you for your university progression. It will support you for your UCAS applications. You can build up through the levels. So you might join us at level 1, and then you can do those skills within that level and build up. So you might progress in the September of the following year onto the level 2 program. And again, you might join us at level 2 and the following September has successfully completed it and progressed up to the level 3 program. We're here to support you all along the way to help you achieve those goals. Some of the things that we do now, you're going to wear a uniform while you're in college, and it's compulsory, so you're going to wear a uniform because it makes you look super smart and it looks you make parts of the sector. You will do that, and you'll probably, for most placements, you'll wear that uniform while you're on placement as well, so that actually they can see that you belong to us as a student for Hugh Baird and that you look professional in your capacity. The nice thing that we've done in the last 18 months is we've built a fantastic new facility called St Winifred's Campus. So it's a real specialised facility that caters for our health and social care students, both at college level and at higher education level. We have our teaching classrooms in there. We've got a brilliant open foyer, like you can see there. So you can work in that sector. There's a Costa coffee there, so you can be sat and doing some independent study with your laptop, doing some work, having a Costa. So it's quite chilled out environment and a really nice place to be in. We also have the simulation suites there. So actually we can do some of those skills that you would learn when you were out on placement in a safe environment. And this is really funky. It's got a separate control room, so you can kind of hide away and watch the two-way mirror. So it makes it a really exciting environment to be in. So we've done some things in there. You'll do some first aid training in there, some manual handling. We'll do some communication. So it's really fun and funky to be in there. If you have any questions, by all means, post them and I'll try my best to answer them to you. I'm going to pass you over now to Hayley. So this will look at your higher education provision.
Hi everyone, so today I'm going to provide a brief overview of the health related courses we have on offer, and I'm also going to try and answer some of the questions that you might have. Health has become a real growth area in more recent years, therefore our course provision has also grown to meet the needs and requirements of an ever evolving health and social care sector, and this is an exciting time for education in this area. The courses we offer include an optional foundation entry year in health and social care or mental health and well-being. We often refer to this as year 0 for short, so you might hear some of us referring to it as year 0. This is the equivalent of a level 3 qualification and is a useful preparation year for embarking on one of our foundation degrees. We focus on supporting students to develop their academic skills, but also developing their confidence and knowledge in the healthcare practice. Alternatively, if you already have a level 3 qualification in this field, you can apply directly to one of our foundation degrees. Some of our foundation degrees in the area include health and social care, mental health and well-being, or health, nutrition and physical exercise. The foundation degrees incorporate both an academic and work-based learning approach, which requires students to be in a subject-related placement. This placement can be paid or voluntary, and dependent on the course, you will fulfill a number of hours in placement. For the health and mental health courses, this would be 100 hours per academic year, and for health, nutrition and physical exercise, this would be a total of 60 hours in placement across the 2 academic years. And this will provide you with the valuable hands-on learning in your chosen area before you embark on your career. The courses we offer would be relevant to those working or intending to work with individuals, families, groups or communities, children, older people, people with physical or learning disabilities, young people or those with mental health or drugs and alcohol related issues. Our courses are very diverse, as you can see, and we offer a range of different specialist topics. Assessment will take place in the form of essays, case studies that we link to practice, presentations, reports, research activities, and also some group work. You would have access to learning resources at both Hugh Baird University Centre and also the University of Central Lancashire. Delivery of modules will include seminars, presentations, group discussions, debates, case studies, reflective journals, portfolio building, and also a portion of independent study as well. The foundation degrees are 2 years in duration, and you can graduate on completion with a level 5 qualification. However, many of our students do choose to continue their studies with us by progressing onto the BSc top-up in health and social care. This is an additional 12 months, and on successful completion, you can graduate with a level 6 honours degree and with the classification that you have achieved, whether that be 2-2, 2-1, or a first class honours degree. We also have 2 level 6 short courses on offer, one being Promoting Psychological Wellbeing Graduate Certificate, and the other is a Cognitive Behavioural Interventions for Anxiety and Depression, which is an advanced certificate. Each of these qualifications are awarded by the University of Central Lancashire. More recently, we have also been successful in validating a new course in collaboration with the University of Cumbria, and this is the Assistant Practitioner in Health and Social Care. Many students often ask us about career progression. On successful completion of our courses, students either embark on further study at postgraduate level, which takes them into careers such as social work, psychological wellbeing, or sometimes teaching. Others may gain employment within their current workplace, and some progress into managerial roles. Other potential career pathways may include support work, youth work, counselling, rehabilitation support, statutory or voluntary positions, charity organisations, hospitals, and also community-based job roles. For more information regarding the range of courses and a breakdown of modules we have on offer within the faculty, please visit our website or contact us directly. My email address is hayley.wilson@hughbaird.ac.uk if you would like to contact me directly. And I would like to now show you a case study from one of our past students. Here we have one of our former students who studied on the Health and Social Care Foundation degree, called Sarah McNabb. Sarah came to us after completing A-levels and with the intention of becoming a midwife. On her own admission, she needed to develop her academic skills and also gain more in her practice experience. She worked extremely hard while she was studying with us, and she achieved an overall distinction for the foundation and in health and social care, and she fulfilled her placement at the Liverpool Women's Hospital. She developed a wealth of knowledge and experience which has assisted her on progressing to the next stage in her career, and she is currently a midwifery student. Okay, so I think now we are ready to take some questions.
Yes, you'll go on placement, so there'll be some placement element no matter what level you do. The placement increases as you move up the levels. So at level 1, we'd send you out ideally on maybe a 1-week block placement just so you get a feel for it. At level 2, we've got an option, so we can either send you out on a 2-week block placement or we'll send you on 1 day a week placement. Some people have come in and found their own placements of, I suppose, parts in the sector that really interest them, so we can support you and facilitate that. The more placement you do, the better experience you gain, and it stops it just being about textbooks sort of in the classroom. It gives you a real idea for what you're doing. At level 3, it is a more extensive placement, but it's a compulsory element of the course as well, so you'll have to do your placement. To do placement, we have to do a full DBS check on you. So when we ask you to enrol, we'll ask you for all that information and we'll help you process a DBS to go with it. Hope that answers.
Okay, so I've got a question from David. So do you have any guest speakers? Yes, we do. We have a range of guest speakers that come to us, sometimes past students actually, who have gone into careers in the area. They come back and talk to our students and tell them about how their career has progressed. We also have lots of guest speakers from within the sector. This varies. We've had guest speakers this year from Merseyside Police. We've also in the past had guest speakers from children's hospices, also hospitals, care work, and really just to give a broad scope of insight into the experiences firsthand, but also a little bit of guidance as well as to any challenges that the students might be facing in their own placements. And they found that the guest speakers have really helped them and guided them. And actually, some of our students have kept in touch with some of those guest speakers and even gained employment through contact and networking with those guest speakers. So it's a very valuable part of our provision.
Okay, question. What can I do when I complete my level 3 course? Actually, field is phenomenal from it. I think health and social care is such a broad subject and you cover such a broad range of topics that it doesn't really limit you. You could go and complete your level 3 and go and work in the sector. You could go out as a support worker, healthcare assistant. There's a real range of job opportunities available to you from the level 3, but it also gives you a pathway straight into university. So a lot of our students this year have gone for psychology degrees, nursing degrees, adult nursing, mental health nursing, midwifery. So it depends on your chosen pathway, and the work experience that you've done along the way really supports your progression route at the end. Hope that helps, James. Okay, Emily asks, where have our former students gone? Well, I've had a lovely conversation this week, and I think we've got a picture of it, Natalie, who actually joined us as a level 2 student some 6 years ago now, which makes me feel exceptionally old. Natalie did level 2 with us and she progressed on to the level 3. And then I got the most wonderful email last week to say that Natalie is now a fully qualified nurse and is qualified this week. So congratulations to you, Natalie. But she's worked at Edge Hill and completed her nursing degree with us. So yeah, it's real. The pathways out there are fantastic for it.
Okay, so Zara asks, are there part-time options? Yes, there are part-time options available. Our full-time routes actually are delivered in the university centre on 2 days per week, and that is classed as full-time. A lot of students are quite surprised when I tell them that, but obviously there is time during the week then for your placement and also for independent study time as well. So part-time options would be to halve that, so you would be in attendance for a day per week on the foundation degree. Obviously that varies depending on the course that you choose, but if you'd like to contact me directly to discuss those options, then I'm happy to go through those with you. Thank you.
Okay, Sarah. Trip. Yes, we do go on trips when all that mean, and it's not all just classroom based. We've done London Bodyworks and had a nice trip to London to go and see, especially to support the anatomy and physiology exam. We have from everything from cinemas and things that may be relevant to museum trips to actually, we did a couple of years ago a lovely residential camping. So we've gone from one extreme to the other. Some of them educational, some of them, sometimes you just need a bit of fun. But yes, we've done things that will enrich your course as well.
Okay, so Jack asks, how big are the class sizes? So the class sizes, we have, I'd say the biggest class size we've got at the moment is 24, and that is quite exceptional for us. We tend to have, on average, class sizes of about 15 students. The idea for this is that it is to provide as much support as possible. And therefore, if we have a large intake of students, we will split the classes into 2 so that you continue to get that level of support. It means that the sessions are quite intimate. So class discussions are in an intimate setting and a safe setting, really, which enables all of our students to feel that they can speak out, share experiences from practice, and sort of ask for support if they feel that they need it. The second part of the question was, is there any financial support available? Yes, you would apply to Student Finance England, which would cover your tuition fees. There is a breakdown of tuition fees available on our website for you to have a look at in the varying courses. However, you can also apply for a maintenance loan as part of your student finance application, which would enable you to gain more financial support whilst you're on the course.
Yasmin asked to explain a little bit more about the course. So our Nurse Cadet programme is specialised in the fact that it is in partnership with Aintree Hospital. So you will, as I said before, we do cash rather than BTEC as an examining body, but your academic qualification is the same, irrelevant of what level 3 programme you study. Your difference is your placement. So you will be inducted by Aintree Hospital. So the enrolment for the Nurse Cadet course is slightly different as well. You'll apply the same way, but you will do a personal statement that goes with it just to support you, as in why you want to do it and what interests you. But you will then need to be interviewed by ourselves and by Aintree Hospital, because they kind of want to make sure you're the right person to be in the hospital with them as well. Over the 2 years, then you will rotate different wards. So each year you will look at about 4 different rotations. So you get some experience in different sectors in the hospital. A lot of our students, after completing their placement on year 1, will actually go onto the bank for Aintree for year 2. So their placement becomes paid because of the skills you've developed. You wouldn't be on your own on the wards. You will be supported. You will have a mentor and you will have someone to guide you. But you will be expected to turn up for shifts. So we might be nice to you, or Aintree might be nice to you sort of November and December, and you can start maybe a 9 o'clock start. But for the rest of that you will be on shift so that you're there for the morning handover. So you will start at 7:30 when the shift starts and work till into the afternoon for that. So you get a good range of experience, and you're thrown in the deep end a bit. So sometimes it's a bit overwhelming, but you'll find your feet really quickly, and it's a brilliant experience. Hope that helps, Jasmine.
Okay, so Gary asks, what experience do the tutors have? Well, we've got a broad range of experience, actually, and obviously because of the diverse course options that we have within the University Centre. So ranging from psychology backgrounds, nursing, education, health backgrounds, mental health backgrounds. So the idea is that staff are employed in order to cover each of those subject specialisms. So you will always have that go-to person for your academic support based on your specialist topic area. So if you'd like to know more about that, again, obviously you can contact me directly and we can have a discussion depending on the topic that you're particularly interested in.
Well, thank you very much for the questions. Don't forget, we're still here for applications right up until September, so you've still got time to think about things. You can apply online or you can apply through our website, so you've got a couple of options. You can have a look at the courses available and apply. If you've got any further questions for either of us, please feel free to contact us. Stay safe and we hope to see you really soon. Bye.
Bye.